Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the long overdue 2020 Makeup Empties. This is, well, it's clearly an old BoxyCharm box filled with the pitiful amount of makeup I was successfully able to finish off in 2020. As we know, it wasn't a great panning year for me, but I still wanted to share these products with you more for a reference for myself as well for my 2021 Makeup Empties. And I also will link down below my 2019 Makeup Empties, and I don't believe I did one in 2018. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see one of those videos comparing how much makeup I used up in 2019, 2020, and then my goals for 2021, because I can definitely do that. And stay tuned till the end if you're interested in stats, in total numbers, how much dollar value the Spin of Empties has, as well as how many were cruelty-free versus non-cruelty-free that I successfully got out of my collection. So with all that being said, let's just jump right in. I finished off 2 makeup setting sprays in 2020. The first being the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I really loved this. I will not be repurchasing, kind of, it's a twofer reason. I do not support Morphe. I don't personally consider them cruelty-free, but even besides that, I just don't support this brand. And 2, while I really enjoyed the experience of the aerosol mist and, the finish this left on my skin, I believe that aerosol containers are much worse for the environment versus a spray bottle like this. I mean, both of them are not completely recyclable, I'm sure. Like when I put this in my bin out with, on recycling day and it goes in the garbage truck, what are the chances that this is getting recycled properly? You know what I mean? But regardless, I have come to believe that aerosol cans are even worse. So for that reason as well, I won't be repurchasing this product. And then I did finish my mini Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Of course, this is a cult classic. It's such a good one for locking in your makeup. I will be repurchasing a bigger size of this once I have made my way through other long wearing types of setting sprays like this one. I finished off 1 primer in 2020, and this is the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This is just a basic moisturizing primer. I really did enjoy working my way through this. I didn't cut it open, but I mean, it's completely empty. I couldn't get anything more out of here. It seems to have a leak now because it's filling up with air even with the cap on. I've mentioned this before on my channel. I just don't really feel good about supporting Too Faced right now. But I did enjoy this, and I could potentially see me repurchasing this in the future, depending on how Too Faced as a brand is doing. Hey guys, I'm popping on much later, hence the change in scenery. This is my regular background because I forgot this product when I was showing you the others. I just found this in my regular empties bin over there because I finished this really late last year, like right down to the wire. And then for some reason I just tossed it in my regular beauty empties bin and not in with my makeup empties because I hadn't talked about it yet. But I found it, I'm including it. I'm just quickly popping in this clip to say I also finished off the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer, and I'm so happy I did. This took me a really long time to use up. A lot of dedication, but I'm happy to finally have it out. This was my oldest primer in my collection at the time, and it's finally empty. I finished 2 foundations. The first is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Soft Ivory. So glad to have finished this early on in the year. I do not support Wet n Wild any longer now that they're not cruelty-free. I scratched out their little cruelty-free bunny down there because I was so upset with them for how things played out. And regardless, I didn't really enjoy this foundation that much. I actually enjoyed mixing these 2 products together to apply on my face, and that's how I finished both of these off. And the second foundation type product I finished off in 2020 is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream in the shade Fair. This lasted a surprisingly long time. Like from at this line here, this was like 54 uses worth. I really enjoyed this. They do need to work on their shade range because even though this is a BB cream, it actually does have quite a bit of coverage to it. I mean, light to medium coverage, but enough that when the shade doesn't match you very well, it is quite noticeable. And this is very dark for a fair shade. I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm not really like super duper fair. And this is very dark on me, but it worked lovely in the summertime. And this is something that I would repurchase again once I go through some more makeup. I have 3 concealers here to share with you. The first, this is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I'm including this. I did the math on the price per gram or whatever for the purposes of how much money I used up, but this took me forever to go through. So I wanted to actually include it in my Makeup Empties. I had fairly light neutral, which was a good shade match for me. However, this creased so bad on me, which is ironic because they call it the Creaseless Concealer. It was a bit more, what am I trying to say? The consistency was kind of like the MAC Pro Longwear, but this creased and moved around on me way more than that one ever did. But it has that same like super pigmented, thicker feel to it. I didn't enjoy this at all. I also have the Morphe Bare Skin Concealer. This is like their first concealer from years and years ago. And this actually expired on me. However, I used it about 100 times. And so though it's not gone, like the stopper's not out or anything, like I can't even get the lid off now. Like how a lot of concealers are for me when I consider them finished. I put in the work. I hated it every step of the way. I hate panned it. So I am going to include it in my empties because yeah, I feel like I worked on it a lot and it just expired just randomly one day. It smelled foul, so then I stopped using it. And lastly, I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I had the brightener shade, which had a very pink tone, which did not go with my skin tone very well at all. I love the formula of this concealer though. It's a shame that Maybelline is not cruelty free because this is a concealer that I enjoyed enough to repurchase. I went through 5 mascaras, 2 full size and 3 minis. I used up 2 of the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara minis. I really do enjoy this mascara. It's not my all-time favorite, but if I get samples like this, I will continue to use them. It does have one of these really big fluffy wands on it. It looks like they're still product, but I swear it's like dried out and flaking. Overall, really enjoyed these. Again, I did the math per gram to figure out the cost. Sorry, you can hear my children. I finished 2 of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras. One is a mini and one is a full size that I got in a BoxyCharm. I feel like everyone knows about this mascara. It's not my favorite. I do like the Hourglass Natural Bristle wand on it, but I just feel like this dries out so fast. And even when it's brand new, it doesn't give me, you know, the best lashes. And lastly, I have the Tarte Big Ego mascara. I liked this more as it dried out, but right at the beginning, I felt like it did nothing for my lashes. This is one that I actually did get a mini later on in the year and I passed it along because I just didn't want to use it. It also has this Hourglass wand, but the bristles are not as tightly packed as the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Overall, I just did not enjoy this one. So these are the 5 mascaras I went through in 2020. Lastly, I have lip products. First, I have the only lip liner I used up in 2020. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in the shade Innocent. It's just a nude kind of shade. I'm really happy to have gotten one lip liner out of my collection. I used up a liquid lipstick. This is a mini from The Balm Meet Matte Hues in the shade Committed. This is like one of my absolute favorite shades and favorite liquid lipstick formulas, which I didn't realize until I panned it. and this is for sure something I would repurchase. It was a surprising kind of hidden gem, and yeah, I want to try more shades of this as well. I'm thinking of getting one of their mini sets. I finished 2 mini glosses. The first is the Dior Lip Maximizer. Again, this is just a little baby size. I did the math for the grams. Near the end of it, I didn't take the stopper out because this was like really irritating my lips at the end of it. Like, yes, it was one of those plumping. Look, my hands are getting mascara and everything all over them digging in this bin. It is one of those plumping, kind of irritating lip glosses just by design, but towards the end, it was causing my lips to really peel off. So I either became sensitized to it or something with this expiring was literally causing harm to my lips, so I did not remove the stopper. And then I know I keep mentioning this, but I need to take every win I can get, so I included my minis here. This was a Buxom lip gloss in the shade Brandy. It was a deep berry kind of shade with gold shimmers, and it was stunning. I was worried about the deep shade. You can't really tell here, just because I didn't think that was really my style, but I absolutely fell in love with it and actually added the full size onto my Sephora loves list to buy at some point when I'm in need of lip gloss, which is probably going to be never, but I really enjoyed using this up. And lastly, I have 3 like lip treatment type products. I do include these in my makeup inventory, so I'm including them in this video. First is the Pure Lease. They're being so loud. The Pure Lease Daily Lip Nourisher with mango and shea butter. I really did enjoy this. This tube lasted me a million years. And then I used up 2 of the Milk Makeup Kush lip balms. I had the shade Green Dragon, which was kind of clear, but looked like green in the tube. Can you see? Oh, there we go. And as you can see, like I did dig these out a bit, but not all the way. This actually looks more green now that it's been sitting for a long time, like empty, unused. And also the shade Canatonic, which is a very light pink shade. And I really enjoyed both of these. These are good like maintenance lip balms. They're not really going to heal your lips in any way. So they're kind of expensive for what they are, but at the same time, I really did enjoy them. So that is all of the makeup I successfully used up in 2020. Like I said, not a lot, but 2021, you're going to be seeing a lot more from me, I hope. Even just already 1 month in, I'm feeling so much better about my panning, and I've been wearing makeup more consistently than I did last year. So I have really high hopes. Anyways, now on to the stats. So you are looking at 22 Makeup Empties, which is 1 more than 2019. I used up 1 additional product than the year previous. The dollar amount for all of this makeup is $354.85, which again is much more than 2019, where I used $320.90. So I used up, what's that, $33.95 more and 1 additional product versus 2019. And I finished 6 non-cruelty-free makeup items and 16 cruelty-free makeup items. So I'm really proud of that. You know, I'm like, my whole panning shtick, if you will, is to be working through my non-cruelty-free makeup, and I successfully used up 6 of those items and got them out of my collection forever, which feels really great. Let me know how many makeup products you finished in 2020. I would love to know. Jeez Louise. Maybe it will motivate me even further to do even better this year. I'd love chatting with you in the comments. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!